We're gonna rock it, yeah. Down to rocking it in the basement. What's up, guys? What is happening? What is going on? A little Sunday fun day. I figured I'd come live. I got something to do. I have a review this week for the Flatline RDA by Vitality Mods. Well, I hadn't wicked it yet, and I was like, you know what? I feel like going live, do a little Sunday. It's probably like maybe a half hour, 45-minute live. We'll just sit here and bullshit a little bit. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to wick up this RDA. So this is kind of like a first look. You'll get to see it. You'll get to see the deck. It's brand new. I don't know the release date for it yet. I got it in the mail last week. I know Nick Devine, Ndivine83, he did a first look at it as well, but we're both going to be reviewing it. I'm going to be doing my full review on it on Wednesday. So I'm going to use it today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then do the review. It is a elevated clamp style deck, similar to the Gollum RDA, if you guys remember that. So that's what we're looking at today. In my opinion, it is a builder's RDA, and that's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. I was like, wow, so there's some builders are going to have a lot of fun with this RDA. So without further ado, let's get to it. Let's get it going here. I'll bring you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe I'll do this here. See how high up I want to do it. Let me see what I got. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining, guys. I don't know if many people will show up today, but if you do, I appreciate it. Let's see here. Oh, that looks pretty clear. Let me put it on. It actually doesn't look bad at all. I almost bought a new monitor today, but I decided not to. I was gonna get a new big flat screen monitor. It was like $100 at Sam's Club. Turn that off. Let's turn the autofocus on. There we go. I'm focusing in maybe a little bit closer there. Oh, you know what? Since I'm not gonna be moving it, let's just focus it in perfect. There we go. Turn the brightness down on it some, maybe. Get it so it's not so shiny. There we go. How's that look, guys? Yeah, I was going to get a new monitor today, so I'd be able to... Okay, let's turn the color intensity down a little bit, too. Trying to tune this in. Maybe put it to 50. I feel like that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? All right, yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, so here's the deck of it. I'll just kind of show you guys. Elevated clamp style deck. You're going to put your leads down in here. Spring action on these on the deck here as well. And it's pretty high elevated there. You'll see these are pretty bulky, man. That kind of I wasn't so sure about it when I first saw it, but we're going to see how it works out. So let's go ahead and open this up. All right, we want to keep that as straight as possible. Now, I've never done this before. So if it doesn't look like I know what I'm doing, then you would be 100% correct, because I don't. Now, I've got these are Clint Johnson stainless steel aliens I'm going to be using here. Big fan of Clint's coils. I'm going to cut these down, though. So I'm just going to take a look at it. I'm going to set it in there, see what it looks like. Once I set them in, then I'm going to decide. I definitely don't want them that long. So it looks like it takes about half away. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it about right there. So if you were to look at that against the RDA, that's where I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut all four of them the exact same length. Just got to hold it up here to make sure. And I do that by just laying my cutter right against the other part here. Cut it. Make sure I drop that there. And let's see how that looks with it cut right there. Okay, that's good. So I want it to sit, when I screw it down, I just want it to set right there against it. And then when I screw it down, I can use my, I guess, elasticity of the metal to pull it up and kind of gain some distance away from the deck. But that's about how long I'm going to cut them. Let me grab my other one, too. Oh, I think Leighton's coming down. Hi, Leighton.
Hey, I'm in trouble again.
You're in trouble with who? With Mom?
No.
With Heaven?
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't change these clothes over like 7
Is she home yet?
Huh?
Is she home yet?
Yeah, she's home right now.
Well, dude.
First thing she said, you changed them clothes over?
That's the first thing she said?
I said, what clothes?
You have learned well from me. All right, let's just set these in here, see how easy this thing is to... All right, set them down in there. That, I may have cut them a little too short, but we'll see. It's the first time doing it, so Be a learning experience if I did. Oops, goodbye.
Dude, my left nut's been killing me so bad. I've never had it hurt this bad before.
Your left nut? How's your right one doing?
My right nut's kind of smaller than my left one.
Your right nut is smaller than your left nut?
Yeah, like my left nut is like.
That's the dominant nut?
I can show you if you want. It's
I don't
like,
want to see that, Leighton. You know this.
My
I
left
definitely
nut-
want to see your nuts.
You ever seen the brain?
The brain?
Yeah.
Like a human brain?
No, it's like when you squeeze your nutsack so hard it looks like an actual human's brain.
That may be why it's hurting.
Well.
That very well could be
Well,
why.
that's kind of what it looks like without me squeezing it.
Looks like the brain?
Yeah, it looks like a human's brain, but it's like super swollen.
I got a question for you.
What?
Have you been doing anal?
No.
That could be it. That could be it. You could have a infection
Maybe.
from the dirty butthole. That
I need a doctor, I think.
I think you need a doctor, Leighton. I think you know what I think you need to do. I think you definitely need more advice from me. I think the advice from me I'm giving you right now, this father-son advice is definitely going to be super important for your growth.
But you're not letting me show you. I need to show you.
I don't want to see it, Leighton. I definitely don't want to see it.
That's the only way you can actually understand.
I understand completely. I am in full understanding of your situation right now. Full understanding.
If we light a candle, will you feel more comfortable?
You take me out to dinner first, maybe. You know, you can't just. Okay, let's see if I can get. All right, so here we go. So I got them installed. That's what it looks like there, guys. Basically, barely a top. I'm going to move this one out a little bit. Not a lot of room for air on this. And you do. So I cut them pretty short. You guys saw. But honestly, that's about as good as you want to cut them. So it's barely over the deck. It doesn't give you. Yeah, BlackCat sex steps. You're goddamn right. Let's go ahead and burn these in. I'm going to bring you back up top. That what you heard? That's a typical conversation between Leighton and I. That's a typical conversation. You're like, yeah, my nuts hurt. Like, well, you need to quit putting your penis in people's buttholes. That's what I tell him. When he asks me questions like that. Got a new hat. You like this hat? $6. It says Columbia. I like it a lot. I go to the Royal King. Royal King. You ever been to the Royal King? That's where I go. That's where I buy my clothes at. Typically, it's like a tractor feed type place, but they sell clothes there. I got this shirt there too, $7. They have stuff on sale there. I like that. I like sales. I'm a sales guy. I'm big on sales. They have a lot of sales there. Let me grab a towel. Clean this up. Where's my good towel? There it is. Here's my good towel on the floor. How's everybody's weekend going? Thanks for joining, guys. Sounds like a UT. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Westifer. UT. Quit putting your wiener in people's buttholes. You don't have to worry about that, Leighton. I don't think he does that. I doubt it. I don't know. I doubt it. I hope not. Who knows, though? It's crazy kids nowadays. You never know where they're putting their wieners. We were so much more basic about our wieners back in my day. Low resistance. Oh, it won't fire. Too low. So that is a predinky dink. That's a predinky dink. Did I bring anything else? Did I bring a mech down here? I don't think I did. I have to burn them in one at a time. BlackCat sex tips. You're goddamn right. Please don't tell me I got to burn these in one at a time. Can I adjust the resistance on this coil? Hold on. Let's see if I can trick it. Let me see if I can figure out how to adjust the resistance. No, it's not what I want. 100 watts. Low resistance. I'm about to do these one at a time, client. God damn it. Alright, so let's take one of them out. We'll burn one of them in, then I'll go back and burn the other one in. I didn't plan on this being like an hour long live. I know you're probably all relieved. Like, don't leave, BlackCat. Don't leave. Keep staying live. I cut them. They're short. They're kind of short, but they're kind of perfect. They're kind of so. Let's go ahead and screw this back in. There was no resistance listed on the actual little container, so I didn't know what these resistance were. But apparently they're pretty. Oh, there we go. Let's turn that down a little bit. Ooh, they are low. They are low. Okay. All right, so let's burn that one in. There we go. Handsome. There you go. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to vape this dual coil. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to have to go with single coil. So what we're going to do, see what it's saying. Now it's saying, because the resistance didn't change. I was hoping it would go up, but it didn't. So let's take this one out. Let's put the other one in. We'll just do it. Well, I can't do single coil on this though. I'm going to have to use a different set of coils. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to grab a different set. So we will set these here. I will grab another set of coils that I don't know if I hope they'll be higher. We're gonna find out. What are these? These look like fused Claptons. These are 2-core 26 gauge aliens. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna change out the coils. You know what? I've got plenty of coils here. No, I don't want anybody to worry. And I'm gonna leave the leads a little longer this time than I had before. So these are the coils you're gonna actually see in the review. These are, believe it or not, these coils I'm getting ready to use, they're from Yeti's uncle. You guys remember Yeti's uncle, my brother from another mother? Yeah, that's him. I'm going to leave these a little longer. About right there. Leave these just a little bit longer than I did before, and I'll show you. You guys remember, last time I did about maybe a 3. These are about 3.5, so they're a little longer there. And I bet you these are going to fit. Yeah. Yep. That's perfect. So let me measure these up against the other ones here. I mean, the other ones would have worked, but I think it's probably better to leave them just a touch longer. It gives me a little bit more separation between that and the deck. So what I do is I put them onto my coil jig here. And then once I get the one sized up, I can just hold them together right on top of each other. Put a little mark on it where I want to cut it. There we go. And it will cut it perfectly, and then I just measure that one up against the other one. Little pro tip there for you to get them right. All right. Now, the one thing I will say about this, it is super easy to install coils on this. It's not hard. Once you get the length right, which I didn't measure these. I don't know exactly how long the leads are. I probably could. Where's my ruler? Let me grab a ruler here. Not pay attention to chat. Not pay attention to chat. If you're talking to me in chat, you'll know it's Nick Wiggins. Holy moly. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? 6 centimeters. All right, I left these at 6 millimeters, sorry. 6 millimeters, not 6 centimeters. 6 millimeter length is what I left these at. So, I'll get that there. Nick is a member. You're a member of the Vitality Flatline. You're a member of the Vitality build team. Awesome, man. Well, good to see you. Not reviewing it. I'm just wicking it up. I can't wait to see your guys' builds on this thing. They're going to be fantastic. I'm excited. So really, I mean, this is a coil builder's RDA for sure. All right. Now, I'll make sure that these are probably not going to ohm out to 0.05 like the other ones did. So I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. So the clamps are spring loaded. So when you open the clamps, they spring up, so you can just set everything underneath it and then screw them down. It's super easy. So you just set them right on top there. I would go with about, I have it at about 6 millimeters. That's what they look like at 6 millimeters right there. And I think that looks better. The other ones were about 4.5 probably. I didn't actually measure them, but that's what I'm going to guess they were. So let me get these up here. I just want to get them a little bit. I know you're probably supposed to lean them back a little bit, but I actually like my coils together. So I'm not going to lean them back too much. And that's what I've got them. That's what they look like now. Right there. So let me see how much clearance I have against the cap. How this looks. Oh, it looks pretty good. So that's how it's going to look when I vape it. Right there, guys. Enough clearance against the cap, so I don't have to worry about it shorting out. I might need to move this one over just a touch. Just a touch to get them a little bit more even. And that's just Probably won't affect the vape at all, but I like them to stay symmetrical. All right. Low resistance again. This is saying 0.5. How are these 0.5? This is a 6 wrap. No, it's a 5 wrap. Let me take this thing off and put it back on. Maybe it's reading it incorrectly. I've been having trouble with this chip. So let's put it back on here. These can't be 0.5 resistance. There's no way. There's not enough mass. No, it is saying low resistance. This is saying 0.5 resistance. I think something. They don't look big enough to be 0.5 resistance. What are? I need to go grab a mech. Is what I need to do, and just say fuck it. Let's see. Hold that. Can't adjust the resistance either. I tried to bring it up, and it went right back to the original. Sans 0.522. That's not right. So now I've got 2 sets of coils that I've used. Both of them are fucked up. This wasn't supposed to go. It wasn't really supposed to go this poorly. It's supposed to go really nicely. This is supposed to go really smooth. But like everything else I do, can't go smooth. I don't have the resistance written on the coil case, so I don't know. It just says what it is. It doesn't say the resistance, so I don't know exactly what the resistance is. So I can either do one of two things. I can burn them in one at a time and see if I can get it up to like 0.8. But I have a real serious doubt that that's going to happen. But we're going to try it anyway, because I really like the way these look in there. So we're going to stick with it. I'm going to give it, as my dad would say, I'm going to give this the old Scotty try. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do for you, Mr. Pebble. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it the old Scotty try. I'm going to try to make this work for you guys. And then I'm going to delete this video. So this is an exclusive. If you're watching this right now on YouTube, like, I'm deleting this video. Because I look like a dumbass. There, 0.17. How can it be 0.17 and then when I put them together it's 0.05? That makes no sense. This should be 0.1. That makes no sense. Now it's 0.12. What the fuck? Ooh, I'll tell you what, they're nice. Yeti used to make nice coils, man. When Yeti built, I don't know if he still builds, but goddamn Yeti's coils were nice. Very, very nice. All right, 0.17. So when I burn it in, it's 0.17. All right, let's get this one out of here. Let's put the other one in. And that's what I was expecting. The last time I did it, though, it went down. I'm like, how can the resistance go down when I burn it in? And I think it's this Yee chip. This Yee chip and I have not, we've not really developed a close relationship. The Yee chip and the carbon, our relationship's been on the rocks since I've got this carbon. It's not really, we haven't had the best relationship. And I think it's been misreading my resistances. And that's what I've been hearing from people, is that the resistances are jumping around. And that's why I went and said 0.5. Like, dude, this is a fucking 2-core 26 gauge alien. There's no fucking way. There's a dual 5 wrap on a 3 mil jig. There's no way. I mean, I don't know the math in my head, but I know that that's right around 0.1 or above. So I don't know. And maybe it's these, you know what? Maybe if you, this may sound dumb, but if I really crank these clamps down, maybe that's what it is. Maybe the connection's so efficient that it's lowering the resistance. I mean, is that even possible? Is there an electrical engineer in the house? Do we have an electrical engineer in the house? Dave Flowers, you electrical engineer? Anybody out there can tell me this? Can help it? My hat's black. It says Columbia right there. It says Columbia. I love this hat. I thought I saw it in the Royal King. I saw it in the Royal King yesterday. I was like, that hat has my name all over it. It didn't have my name on it. It had Columbia on it, but like, it's my name. And I got this shirt too. Look at the shirt. It's got the guy from, remember Gladiator? Gladiator? I love that movie. It's got the gladiator guy on the front. I don't even know what this is. Krypton? It's some kind of hunting equipment. Yeah, big red. It should be 0.9, 0.09, 0.08. Like, how is it 0.05? That means it would be 0.1 single coil. Due to the metric system, proper conversion. Could be metric system. I'll tell you, us Americans, we got to be such dicks. Why can't we all just have the same mathematical system? We always got to change things up. We got to Americanize everything. This now says it's 0.32. How? That's not. No, something's wrong here. How is it? How? That can't. Hold on. Let me adjust that. 0.12. So I'd believe that much more than 0.32. All right. Is it touching the deck? Oh, the one lead came out. There we go. So that's the problem. Let's put that other lead back in. No wonder it cranked out so nicely. There we go. Oh, now I see. The leads actually go through the deck. I did not notice that until just now. So you can actually put them in no matter what distance. So they go through the back. I don't know if you can see that. They go through the back of the deck. So that's what I was doing, and that's why they were so low. Because I was putting them, instead of setting them in there the way okay. I'm learning. I'm sure somebody from Vitality Mods is probably like, yo, what the fuck? It goes through the deck. You can cut them once you put them in. I'm learning, guys. I didn't notice it went through. Man, these are nice coils. Old Yeti. There we go. Perfect. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to loosen these up. And then I'm going to put them back in, but I'm going to pull them up a little higher. Now that I know I can adjust them. So the lead goes in, it's clamped down, but the leads go down under, so you can cut underneath it. So it doesn't, you can leave your leads as long as you want and put them in, adjust them how you want them, and then crank it down. I didn't realize that. I thought you had to pre-cut them in there. I didn't think there was an opening at the bottom. Guess I didn't really look at it as closely as I should have, but I am now. So I'm going to adjust them how I want them, put this other one in, do the same exact thing. Leave the deck open. Well, I'm going to have to actually, you know what? I'm going to have to open it a little bit more. I got to get this other one in. So we're going to do that. But I think I was cranking the damn leads too short is what I was doing. I was pushing them down in there. There we go. Get that one in there. Come on, you sucker. Is that thing bent or something? Oh, it is. Let's straighten that out a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. So let's go. That one in there. All right, so there we go. Let's get it down in there just a little bit more. And see how they look. Yep, I want them up that high. No. Okay, I like this deck. You can basically adjust them exactly how you want them. That's nice, and they stay nice and tight. All right, let's crank them down. All right, let's crank these down. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. So the functionality of it with these clamps works really, really well. Now let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope that how they look. Perfect. So you see I got them up a little higher now. 0.08. Low resistance on 0.08? You fucking kidding me. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. It really is. So 0.08 is low resistance. So I can't build under 0.08. This fucking mod. Well, there it is. It's working. There we go. I turned it up to point. Okay, it's working now. My panties are not in a bunch anymore. There we go. Nice. All right, let's let it cool down. Let's clean these up just a bit. Move this over just a touch. Take my driver, straighten these up just a bit. They're nice and tight. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's wick them up. You know what I'm using? Holy Fiber. This stuff is fantastic. If you have not tried Holy Fiber, you're doing yourself a disservice. Let me just tell you that. You're right there, Johnny Drips. Have you tried Holy Fiber yet? Because if you have not tried Holy Fiber yet, Johnny Drips, you're doing yourself a disservice. I know look, I know you're high end. Look, I get it. I get it. And let me tell you something. This is from God. God's side. It's not from God. I shouldn't say that. That's wrong, probably. But it's holy. It's been blessed. It's been blessed by the BlackCat. So, yeah, there's that going for it. All right, let's take some cotton here. Cut that in two. Way too much. Let's cut this in half. And you can it wicks really nicely, so you won't use that much cotton. I'm telling you. Yeah, don't ever build below 0.1 ever in your life. Ever. Don't ever do that. This is BlackCat's fault. The BlackCat's fault, but I'm an expert. And I'm using it on a variable wattage mod with the EHE chip, so I think I'm okay. Best fucking show on the YouTubes. Goddamn right I'm going to approve that message, Dave Flowers. You're goddamn right it is. Best show on the YouTubes. You guys like YouTube? YouTube watch? I'm assuming you probably enjoy the YouTubes. You're probably a YouTube watcher. You should watch this show more. So watch every time I'm live. Come on, watch it. It's a great show. I can tell you that. You know how I can tell you that? Because I can say anything I want. Okay, so I wrote this note when I was on. So I was on, can you guys see that? You can. It's all blanked out. It says don't cuss. I was on Vape Stew the other night. I wrote a note that said don't cuss. So I was cussing. And Stan doesn't care, but he doesn't want. He just wants to keep it. He doesn't want me getting on there being belligerent. So I was like, I gotta not cut. Well, I cussed a few times. But I can stand. We had a blast. Did you guys watch that? Vape Stew? It was a pretty good show. It was. It was a good time. We had some fun. We had some laughs. Those guys are fantastic. My ex is screaming for a side-by-side. Side-by-side. Between me and somebody? That's fucking showing on YouTube. You got that right. How much is Holy Fiber paying you? Lots of money. I would never turn that. Now, actually, my sponsors don't pay me. But if they did, I would take it. In a minute. I would fucking take it, and I would praise their product. And I do. What happened with Holy Fiber is I used it. Clint Johnson sent me some. He's like, you gotta try this fucking cotton out. It's fantastic. So he sent it to me, and I used it, and I contacted them. I was like, you want to sponsor the show? It's like, I don't have a cotton sponsor. I was like, well, Cotton Threads kind of, but not really. I didn't have a relationship with them. They just sent me shit. And I was like, you want to sponsor the show? I'm like, I love your cotton. Please sponsor the show, and I'll promote it. And so they did. And they sent me some. Sent me a box. Not a box, but like one 10-pack. And I've been giving it out to people. And I'll tell you, everybody who uses it likes it. So they didn't send me any money. But if they want to send me money, they can. You can send me money. Please. I'll take it. Like, I'm not above that. Barry said he saw it, the stew. Goddamn right, Barry. It's a good time, man. Those guys are fucking awesome. They really are. Just a bunch of, like really kind, good guys. And it really was enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. Hope everybody enjoyed watching it. I haven't watched the replay of it yet. But I typically don't watch my replays just because I'm a goofball and it embarrasses me. But I think I may. I don't know. Alright, so let me see how long this cotton is. Pretty damn long. Am I going to leave it that long? I'm going to drip it. You know what? I'm going to take just a little bit more off. Because when this gets saturated, it's going to stretch it. So let's take a little bit more off. So I've been watching Dexter. Has anybody here watched Dexter? I've been watching Dexter. The wife and I have. We're really enjoying it. I'd never seen it before. I knew the premise of the show. The premise of the show is a gentleman who works for the police who's actually a serial killer. but he's a good serial killer. A good serial killer. Like that. That's an oxymoron, obviously. But he only kills other serial killers. So, wife and I started watching it last week, and we've really enjoyed it. All right, put this down in here, like so. And put this down. Really easy to wick. Very easy to get ready here. And put that in there. You can actually use your fingers. You don't even need to use your tweezers. All right. But use it now. #1 e-liquid on the face of this earth, you guys, right there. Cat's whiskers. This stuff. Do I have my Mont Blanc down here? I don't. I wish I did. I have it upstairs. We're going to go ahead and wick this up. So. Don't want to cut the cotton too short. Mine's a little too short, but once it gets wet, it'll sit in there nicely. I just got to get it in there, in the juice well. There we go. Sit down in there. But I hate having my wick super long. I can't stand that. I like my wick to just barely touch the deck, and that's exactly where I'm at with this. Especially if you're squonking, or RTA, especially with an RTA. You want your wick to barely touch your juice import. With our juice import, the juice is coming in. All right, there we go. Turn this up a little bit. So I'm at 0.08. Turn up to 100 and let's do 100. And let's just do 100 to start it. There we go. All right, let's get it nice and saturated here. Break-in time for this. So it's not cotton, it's actually fiber. It's not cotton. So it has like a way higher temperature, so it's great for mechs or low builds, which is all that I pretty much vape anymore. Dual coil, low. God, that stuff smells good. All right, let's put this together here. I'm gonna leave it wide open. Good action on the O-rings. Are nice and easy to work with. All right, let's cut the airflow down just a little bit. Cut it down. Honeycomb airflow, kind of like the Bonza airflow on there. I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. This is at 100 watts. Drop it right down the middle. Yeah, do you hear the airflow? Can't hear it, can you? That's how smooth the airflow is on this. All right, you ready? That's pulling as hard as I can. Okay, so I'm gonna have to paint these coils. So the juice flow goes right. That's why I wanted to bring the coils a little bit more in. I might actually squonk this. I may squonk it. There we go. That's a nice vape. It's a nice vape. Very, very nice. I like it. This is going to be a good one. Tell you, sometimes I get like an RDA in that I'm going to test, and like the test period sucks because I don't like the RDA. This one though, I'm going to like it a lot. So let's put this one over to here, and I will clean that up later. All right, this week. So this is it. How long have I been live? 34 minutes. All right, let's bullshit for a little bit, guys. Hey, Brian, Kip, what's up? Let's say hi to everybody. Why don't we do that? I swear when I go live on Sunday, I always get more people. Guess it's better than going live on 5 o'clock during the week. Let's say hi to everybody in here. Participants. Barry Speak, what's up, dude? How you doing, brother? Thank you for joining, man. Appreciate it. Big Al, good to see you, Big Al. How are you, man? Great to see you. BlackCat Whiteface, that's me. Had a pretty fun weekend, guys. I did. We went to a place last night that it was actually a bar. It was a bar, and I'm an alcoholic and I can't drink, but the wife wanted to go meet some friends. So we went out for tacos, and then we went to a bar afterwards. And I typically wouldn't go to a bar. It's just not, I just have no business being there. But this one had old arcade style video games. games. So I went and played video games, and it was pretty fun. And the people I was with are all older. They're all 45 to 50, and they weren't drinking. I mean, they were, but not like my kind of drinking. And it wasn't really a whole lot of people there, so I felt comfortable. So we stayed there for about maybe 45 minutes. But I played like Dig Dug and like Missile Command, and what else did I play? Gauntlet. Remember Gauntlet? Played that. Oh gosh, bunch of games. All of them were free. They were all free. And especially if you drink, you can play for free. But I was just playing because I was just in there, so I just played. And I had a really good time. It was fun. Brian Feeney, good to see you. GD Snuff, what's up, brother? How you doing? Ian Thomas, great to see you, my friend. Jane, what's up, Jane? How you doing, honey? Rocking the cat's whiskers today. Jane, you got lots of love on the stew. Stan tried the cat's whiskers, and he just absolutely loved it, man. So we had a great time. Johnny Drips, what's up, Johnny? How are you, brother? Great to see you, man. Love you, brother. JTH, what's up, JTH? How you doing? Kip Drippers, what's up, Kip? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Mr. Pebble, my Bebble. What's up, Pebble? How you doing, sir? Great to see you. Nick Fenton, what's up, Nick? How you doing, man? Great to see you, sir. Glad you're here. Philly Vape, what's up, Philly? How you doing, man? Great to see you, sir. Glad you're here. Stephen Aiken, what's up, Stephen? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Subaru Nerd Vapes, what's up, Subaru? Good to see you, sir. Glad you are here. Todd Black, what's up, Todd? How you doing, my brother? Great to see you. Vape and Elevator Guy, what's up, Dylan? How you doing, man? Great to see you, dude. Glad you are here. And Westopher Vicious, what's up, Westopher? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining, guys. Let me see who all I missed. That's all I saw. Dave Flowers, what's up, Dave? I saw you in there. And Fabian, what's up, Fabian? How are you, brother? Great to see you, man. Glad you are here. Philly Vape, I said, Max Vapes, what's up, Max? How are you, man? Great to see you. And that's everybody I see. They had Donkey Kong. I didn't play it, though. Donkey Kong's hard. Donkey Kong is really fucking hard, man. That's a hard-ass game. Like, if you can get past the first couple levels of Donkey Kong, you're pretty good. That game's no joke. Space Invaders they had in the old cabinet. In the old school cabinet. Yeah. They had Missile Command with the roller ball. I played that. They had Defender. Burger Time. They didn't have 10-yard fight, which I really, really liked 10-yard fight. That was my game that I played. I'm actually really good at that. Dane Bentley, what's up, Dane? How you doing, man? Good to see you. What's happening? Are you Big Al? You're losing the connection. Drop your resolution down. So I'm broadcasting at 1080p, 60 frames a second. But if you're trying to watch on your phone, it'll skip on you. So you have to drop your resolution down. Missile Command, yeah, Missile Command was there. Yeah. That game's hard too. Defender's hard. I think they had Galaga and all those, but I didn't see them. They had Pac-Man. They had some really obscure games. They had a couple different pole positions. They didn't have a seated one though. Like pole position used to be a seated game where you drove it. They didn't have that one. But they had several games that were old, like D&D style games I really used to like back in the day. And I can't remember the name. The one of them is like where you pick like a character in the beginning. There's 4 characters. You pick which one you want, and you go from room to room and kill things. I can't remember the damn name, but that was there. Street Fighter was there. The original. Mortal Kombat was there. The original, not any like the 2, 3, 4. Nah, the original board. They also had something really cool where they had seated areas that you could sit in and eat. But next to it were these lazy boy chairs, these really, really nice big leather chairs. And you could play any video system you wanted. So you could play Nintendo, GameCube, you could play Genesis, you could play Sega Genesis. You could play all the different game systems. You pick what game system you want, and then you pick the game you wanted. So they had like the original Madden, which Madden came out in like, I think the original Madden came out in 1990 or 89. And they had Tecmo Bowl, Super Tecmo Bowl, yeah, they had those. And but I was a champion of the '92 Madden. I like competed in tournaments, and I was like really good. It was like my senior year of high school. Yeah, so I was like really good at that Madden. I've only got beat one time by a guy, and it was funny because the 2 best teams on that game are Philadelphia and Oakland, or well, Los Angeles Raiders. I think it was Oakland Raiders. But you play the exact same way. There's unstoppable plays, like glitch plays, and like if you know them, you know how to run the defenses. It's like really tough, really hard to beat someone who knows that. And yeah, guy beat me with the same. I was Philly and he was Oakland, or other way around. And he beat me with the same gameplay. It was basically whoever got the ball last was going to win because you can't stop the score. The scoring is impossible to stop unless you get a pick. Bit. That's the name of the place. That's it. Westerford. Yeah, that's it. Bit. That was the name of the place. That's it. So this one's in Columbus. Yeah, in Dublin actually. Yeah, that's the name of it. I haven't been to Cincinnati one now, but that's the place we went. So it's like a bar. Like they serve drinks and stuff there and have a big bar, but it's a more of a video game place. So I felt more comfortable going there. Like I just won't go to a bar. And Veronica knows that. She doesn't really drink. She had a couple of drinks last night, but it's cool because I can drive and like she doesn't have to worry about it, you know. Madden was the shit. I got Madden 20 upstairs. I played a little bit today. They have a thing on Madden 20 called Face of the Franchise. If you're into Madden, it's pretty cool. You like create a player, you get drafted, or you get recruited out of high school. Then you play in the national championship, and then you get drafted. And however you do in the games, and like like I played it on the all Madden level, and it's hard. Like I didn't do very well in college game. Like I think I had like 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. It's like, man, I didn't even have to take it down to like the regular level. It's too hard. But now that I've been in pro, I'm doing pretty good. I'm 5-1. I think my team. I'm Tampa Bay is my team, and I'm 5-1. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Tabletop Miss Pac-Man. We used to have that in our Pizza Hut next to my house. Yeah. My mom, this is a weird story. So when Atari first came out, I begged and begged and begged to get Atari. And I remember, I don't know how old I was. I might have been 10 when it first came out. And everybody had it in the neighborhood but me. And that was just how my family was. My dad did not like spending money at all on anything that he didn't deem as being like, what a kid gonna do, sit and watch TV? Like, get out there and do something. Like, go outside. Well, finally, my mom like snuck and went and bought me an Atari, and I had like Space Invaders, and I had Pac-Man, and with the old joystick, it was like a little joystick, and you had a button. That was it. If you ever seen a 2600 unit Atari, you know what I'm talking about. Well, I started playing it, and you know, you're a kid, and it was fun, and kids would come over and play. But I think I had combat, and you play against your friends and whatever. But it wasn't that great. And I mean, it was great, but it wasn't like I play all the time, just because you get bored with it quick. And I was like, whatever, I'll play it in like a half hour or whatever. Well, my mom started playing it. My mom started playing Pac-Man, and she figured out the pattern. She figured out a pattern that if you did the pattern, they couldn't get you. Like she figured it out, and she beat the game. She took it. I think you gotta get to 1 million. Get to 1 million, then it flips, and she flipped it. Like you couldn't stop her. She had like millions. Never got killed. My mom figured that out. I always thought that was really cool. My mom did that. She knew nothing about video games, computers, anything, but she figured out. She was really good with games and shit. She could figure stuff out. She played like bridge. She was like really good at games. So she could figure it out. I think that's why I'm good. I'm good at like card games and shit like that. I get that from her. My friends used to call me Ace Ebb because I was always really good at them. Ace Ebb was like a Nintendo guy back in the day. If you remember anything about Nintendo Magazine, they always had an article about Ace Ebb. And Ace Ebb would tell you all the secrets in the games. I never had Nintendo Magazine, but I know him. My friends would call me Ace Ebb because I was good at those. I was always figuring like how all the games out. Yeah, the new Madden is this 120 is you know, and okay, so Nick brings up a good point. This is when games used to be a challenge, and like that what I said about like Donkey Kong. Like Donkey Kong's fucking hard. It's a legitimate hard game. It's not easy, and like those games were hard, man. Games today are more about like getting you to play them and stay on the game. Like that's what more of a thing. Whereas back then the game they were trying to get you off the game. Because it was a quarter every time they could get somebody off the game to get another quarter for the machine. You know what I mean? So they didn't want you to continue to play. So the games were hard, and they were trying to get you to lose. And, yeah, I played Punch-Out last night, old Nintendo game. I played that. I got to the guy who does the Big Belly guy, and I got beat by him. Would you just punch him in the belly? And he tries to do this on you. You dodge it. Yeah, that guy. Thank you, Mischief. Appreciate it, man. Welcome, dude. Mischief, I do this show. So I do this show called The Vape at 5. And I do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you're just tuning in, you haven't watched me before, that's what we do. And Monday is we look at a builder, coil builder on Monday. Tuesday, I do either a recovery show. I'm recovering alcoholic. We do a recovery show for alcoholism or drug addiction, or Nick Devine and I do a show, which I think tomorrow we're going to do. Nick and I are going to do the recovery show, and then Wednesday I do a review. This week will be the Flatline or RDA. I just got that in, so I'm going to review that Wednesday, and then Friday is the Vape hot tub, and that's like me and Charlie do a show. And we like last week we had Batman. Week before that we had Mike Vapes. This week we're having Mad Viking Vapor on, so it'll be fun. It's gonna be a good show. Twisted Metal was a great game, man. I had that for, I think, PlayStation, the original PlayStation. That was one of the first games I got. That game was, that's one of those games you can just play forever. So much fun. So much fun to play against other people. That game was fun. King Hippo. That's who it was. King Hippo. That's who I fought. Yeah, that guy. Oh man, I love Twisted Metal. That game was so, and the graphics on Twisted Metal were so like far ahead of the game. They were so far ahead of the game. It was so awesome. Like, I couldn't believe, because I think it's one of the first games I got on PlayStation, going from a cartridge to a disc. The difference in the pixelation, you know. I think the original cartridge was like 64-bit, and then you're going up to like 128 with the discs. Double the amount of information that you can see. Yeah, Tyson. I don't think I ever beat Tyson, Dane. I don't think I ever beat him. I beat Super Macho Man. I could beat like that, easily. Like I beat him in like 2 minutes. But I could. I don't know if I think I might have beat Tyson. I think I probably did, but I don't remember. Yeah, I haven't talked to Yeti in a while. I'm vaping his coils. I still have Yeti coils, a bunch of them. Did my cat just jump on the back of there? Waylon Jennings, what are you doing? Double Dragon. That Double Dragon was awesome. Kung Fu. Remember the Kung Fu game where you just walked across the screen? It's a left to right game. You just walked across the screen and kick shit. That game was pretty cool. Yep. So we got Mad Viking this week. Yeah, we got some good guests. I told you guys we're gonna have good guests. We got some good guests. A lot of people want to come on. They enjoy it. I think, the show is basically, it's a different show every week, depending on who it is, because we just talk about what they want to talk about. Like, there's no agenda. There's no, we have no, we're not trying to, we're just, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about movies? You want to talk about music? You want to talk about vaping? You want to talk about, anything? And if they want to talk about it, then, Charlie and I will kind of study up on it a little bit, so we have a little, we can kind of hold a conversation about it. We just talk about stuff. It's fun. I think it's cool because it lets a person you see their personality, especially if it's a reviewer who doesn't do a lot of live shows. It's pretty cool because you kind of get to see their personality. So I'm going to paint these coils though, because the coils are off. So when you drip it, it goes right down the middle, but the juice well is super deep. Close it down a little bit. Chris, Kung Fu, GoldenEye. So, GoldenEye I've never played, but I've heard GoldenEye is an unbelievable game. I've heard GoldenEye is fantastic. I've never played it. Mortal Kombat, yeah. I was a Street Fighter guy, and then I played Tekken a lot. Chun-Li, I think was my lady on the person I used. She had these really long legs. God, that was a long time ago. I was really good at Tekken. That was I think I was college. We would just get stoned and have Tekken tournaments, and dudes, people we didn't even know would show up, who were really good. That was a lot of fun, because back then you didn't play online. There was no online. So it would just be dudes talking, be yeah, we're gonna have a Tekken tournament. Oh, I play Tekken. Oh, you do? You any good? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, we'll come over to this house 10 a.m. on a Sunday, and you just sit and everybody would eat and hang out and drink beer and play Tekken. It was so much fun. Pass the controller, winner stays, and then you always figure out who the best is, because you'd just be playing. That person would, it was kind of fun because somebody who's really, really good, then you just pass the controller around so you could beat them and you could watch what worked on and what didn't, and you could kind of figure out what you're going to do until somebody beat them, and then, they move to the next guy. It was pretty fun. Everybody's leaving. We don't want to talk about video games. Tank Commander, I think that was there. Killer Instinct, I never heard of, Chris. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, have competition with friends. Yeah, that was before online. There was, we didn't have online gaming, so like literally, people in high school, like when I was like in high school and people found out I was really good at Madden, I'd have people like come up to me in school and be like, "Yo, I hear you're really good. Do you want to come over and play?" And I'd like go over to their house and they'd have like 5 or 6 guys. They'd all want to play me. I beat them all like a drum. And I was looking for that game last night. I was like, man, I should go up there and start playing it and like just see how good people are. But I didn't have enough time. We didn't stay that long. Jade says gameplay means different to her. Jane typically involves some sort of leather whip for Jane. Tekken. Tomb Raider. I played Tomb Raider. Yeah, I had that game later, though. I was older. I was after I got out of college. I bought a system. I started working. And I was working second shift, and I was single. And so I bought a game system because I didn't really have anything to do, at night when I got home. I feel like 11 o'clock at night. So I'd play that. And I think that's when the online started back then. Like you could, I don't remember if I don't think there was online because I still had dial-up. Yeah. Yep, I remember that. At Toys R Us. I used to go to KB Games, or KB Toy Store, and they'd be behind the counter, and you'd pick them, and I'd save up my paper route money for the game I wanted, and then you get it home, and it would suck, and it'd be such a disappointment. Such a disappointment. Hey, Big G. Wipe out now. Split screen, yeah. Yeah, my God. Sword of Vermilion. I don't know that game. Don't know that. It sounds pretty cool, though. When there was no social media and you were actually social, yeah. I'll tell you that it caused fights. Like we would get people get really mad. We weren't good losers. Like I watch kids nowadays, how they interact with each other during competition, and kids seem to be more. They're better losers than we were. I don't know if other people see that, or maybe I'm completely wrong, but that's what I see. We weren't good losers. We did not like to lose. Like if you lost, like you might get punched in the face. You might, my friends, you might have got punched in the face. I did get punched in the face a couple of times, especially if it was like I rubbing it. We used to have this thing. We had this guy. His name was, oh man. So this is kind of funny. We had this guy named Chad Cordell that we played, and Chad was like one of our buddies, one of the guys we hung out with. Well, Chad would always rub it in, and he was pretty good. And whatever game we played head to head, if he got up on you, he would not let off. He would just beat you, which kind of makes you better. You know what I mean? You don't want them to let off. You want them to kind of like so you can figure out what you're doing. And we call it the Cordal rub-in, and I still say it today. Like I'll be like, I'm gonna Cordal rub-in this guy, and like if somebody's talking shit, you just fucking keep rubbing it in, keep scoring. You don't need to, but like you call it the Cordal rub-in. Like if any of my friends you mentioned, I'd be like, oh yeah, because Chad would rub it in when he was beating you. Tony Hawk, I never played. A lot of people love that game though. I don't know what. I do know what happened to him. He still lives in Columbus. He was a card collector, and that's how I knew Chad. And there was a card back in the day. It was a Billy Ripken card, and it said "fuckface" on the end of the bat. And it was worth a lot of money. It was worth like $150 if you could find it, but you had to find it, and it was hard. It was hard to find it, and he found it, and he got the card, and we were all like, "Oh shit, you got the card!" Well, he sat it on his bed. My other buddy Jeff ran over and jumped on his bed and fucking smashed it. They fought. They fought for that. They had to fight. Probably deservingly. Time is it? 5 more minutes, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. God, I love cat's whiskers. After it's steeped, it's so good. Paint my coils. It's like straight mech use. It's like this is such a mech RDA. Builder's mech RDA. Like I could squonk it, but I just don't feel like squonking it. I feel like it should be. Should I squonk it? I probably should. All I gotta do is change out the pin. All right, I'm going to. Oh, they got a ton of juice in it, though. Let's clean that. Let's vape it a little bit, get rid of some of that juice. Let me grab my towel. They had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't play it, though. That game was there last night. Simpsons arcade game was there. A lot of people were playing that. I've never played it. That was there, though. He's still waffling on. You know me, Nick. That's what I do. Okay. So let's go ahead and replace this. Get this cleaned up. Let's put the. Let's go ahead and put the squonk pin in it. We'll see how it squonks. This is a dripping atomizer, though. This is not a squonking atomizer, but I can drip it in squonk mode too. You know, I just have to leave it on a squonker. We're gonna get the gold-plated squonk pin out. And I need an Allen key. I have one. Okay, I have one, so that's not a big deal. They don't provide an Allen key, I don't think. I don't see one, at least. Let me pull this out and check. No, there's no Allen key. So you have to have your own Allen key. Now, what I need to do, it's going to be hot, but I need to hold. Is it too hot? God damn it is. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to hold it like that. All right, so I got it out. Get this out of here. See if this Allen key works. Should. It's pretty standard size. And let's grab. Where did the squonk pin go? Please don't tell me I dropped the squonk pin. So there's 510 pin. There it is. All right, so we're gonna hold this here. So I hold the deck nice and tight, put the squonk pin in there. So it catches on the pin, grab my Allen key. Nope, too damn big. All right, so let's try this one. Yep, that one works. All right. So it's pretty standard size Allen key. Make sure. Oh, it's got nice. Make sure my deck is in there. Yep, we're good. All right, so let's see how this thing squonks. Put this back on here. Yeah, it does. It squonks all the way over the coils. That works for me. All right, put this back on here. Put all this stuff away. Not ideal for squonking, but what happens is that the posts are so big it eliminates a lot of the room on the deck. So when you squonk, it pushes that liquid up to the coils. So I would certainly put the coils closer to the deck, though, if you're going to squonk it. But no, that's that one. So put that one there. This one here. Put these back. All right, put this back in here. I gotta put all my stuff away. My OCD will go nuts. I gotta put everything away. There we go. Everything has to be back in its original spot, or my fucking OCD will go nuts. All right, so. Yep, cover the coils. Squonk's nice. See if it leaks. It does. It leaks. Let's see if I can get that down more. All right, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see how it does. Hey, Matt Gunther, how you doing, man? All right, 1 hour. Well, guys, I appreciate everybody showing up today. Thanks for joining. First look at the Vitality Flatliner RDA. I'll have a review for you guys on Wednesday. So we'll do a full review on it on Wednesday. We'll talk a little bit more about it. Hey, Lando, how you doing, man? Thanks, everybody, for joining. I appreciate all you guys. I will see you tomorrow, Vape at 5. We are featuring the Great Winkowski. That is our builder of the week. So get ready for that. It's going to be a fantastic show, guys. I'm telling you, this guy is amazing. You're going to love it. All right, guys, have a fantastic night. We will see you soon.